Today we're going to multiply polynomials in two ways. First, horizontally using the distributive property, and secondly, the distributive property in a box. So if we were going to distribute x plus 6 times x minus 1, we would start by multiplying x times x, and then x times negative 1. If we go over to the box, we can see that in the top left cell we would have x times x, and in the right top cell we would have negative 1 times x. Now, we now have to distribute the 6 times x and the 6 times negative 1. And when we do that, we get something like that. We find the exact same results here in the box. Now all we really need to do is combine like terms. And so when we do that, we get x squared, and 6x minus x is 5x minus 6. Here we have x squared, and 6x minus x is 5x minus 6. It might be good for us to try this time to multiply a binomial times a trinomial. I'm going to still use the distributive property in both horizontal fashion and a box as well, but this time I'm going to need a box that has dimensions of 2 by 3, so I can fit my binomial here and my trinomial up here. Now I'm going to start at this time in the box. This particular cell on the upper left hand corner will be x times x to the second, which is x to the third. X times negative 4x is negative 4x to the second power, and then x times 3 is 3x. So I'm going to distribute x times the trinomial over here and see what I get. X times x squared is x to the third. Not so surprisingly, x times negative 4x is negative 4x to the second, and 2, and x times 3 is positive 3x. Now I would like to work on the bottom row. I would get 2 times x squared, 2 times negative 4x, and 2 times 6. I can find the same thing here by multiplying 2 times x to the second, 2 times negative 4x, and 2 times 3. Now the last step, of course, is going to be to combine like terms so that I can simplify the product that I've gotten. I'm going to start with x to the third, and then I see that I have negative 4x squared and 2x squared, which is negative 2x squared. Let's see if we can find the same thing in the box. There's our x to the third, and here's our 2x squared minus 4x squared. Next I have 3x minus 8x, which is negative 5x, and I can see the exact same thing in my box. And finally, we'll finish off with plus 6. So we did get the same result, no matter whether we multiplied with the distributive property horizontally or with the distributive property in a box.